All right, so we're gonna talk about the Shred 10, what it is, what it's not, and how you can be a part of it. And I think it's pretty awesome, but we'll tell you why. So Shred 10 is designed to remove the foods and the habits that are not serving you. And during that time, you're flooding your body with whole food nutrition. When people hear the word Shred 10, they automatically think 10 pounds. And so that could be true. As far as the pounds coming off, I will say this. When you are feeding your body with the nutrition that it needs, so your inner world is a reflection of your outer world. So when you're doing that, the pounds come off as a side effect. So in terms of the shred, the most I've seen a shredder release in the 10 days is 15 pounds, but it ranges between 4 and 15. And remember, it's a 10-day jumpstart. But the 10 days really is about the 10 days and the things that we're doing. So yes, you can release pounds, but what we want you to know is that shred really is about feeding yourself from a cellular level. And why this is important, there are two startling trends that are going on in our world today that I want to just briefly share with you. And I think you'll be able to realize this by if you look at the health of how our society is. So one of the things that's going on is that our environment is full of toxins. And you can't not breathe. You have to breathe. And when you do that, no matter what you eat, right? No matter how healthy you are, when you breathe, you're taking in the toxins that are in the air. The second part is that our food doesn't have a lot of food in it, that we've become a society of quick, fast, and foods that are, or things that we eat that does not always have a lot of nutrients in it. Even the fruits and vegetables that we eat are grown in soil that's nutrient deficient. And as a result of those two things, now you're seeing more illness and disease showing up. You see people with cancers much younger, autoimmunes, those two things working together. So the environment and then the food not having a lot of nutrition really wreaks havoc on our bodies, and it makes it very difficult for our cells to behave and function optimally. So the shred works because during those 10 days, you're taking out what does not serve you and you're flooding your body with micronutrition. And it's the micronutrition that is actually your medicine. It is the micronutrition that keeps people from being sick. It keeps people out of the hospital because that's your vitamins, your minerals, and your phytochemicals. And that's, again, not what we're getting in a lot of our food. So during the shred, we're throwing it all in our bodies as much as we can. And here's what we're asking shredders to remove. Hope this doesn't scare you when I say this, but there's a reason for all of this, and I'll share with you what the reasons are. So we're removing gluten, and gluten is the protein found in wheat. And why are we removing that? So the way that gluten is produced to us causes for so many digestive problems. And you don't know that sometimes because we're eating it. So when our digestive system is off, so is the rest of our body, because 80% of our immune system lives there. So when we're removing the gluten, that gives you a chance and your body a chance to be free of that. And you can see what your body does by not having the gluten. So for me, I was less bloated. I mean, so many things happen. Dairy, we're taking out dairy just for 10 days. A lot of times it's a producer of bacteria in the gut. And so sometimes that doesn't work well with people. So we take that out for 10 days. And then we're going to take out or reduce, because I say take out and some people really don't like the sound of that. We're going to reduce or stop your caffeine consumption just for the 10 days. Alcohol, that's self-explanatory. Processed foods, sugar. The good news, if there is any, about the sugar is that we also have natural sugars that we will suggest that you do eat to help you with your sweet tooth. And then you are going to stop eating after a certain time. So in that, what I asked that you remove, now you're going to add in exercise 3 to 4 days. And I'm excited about, and I'm going to say this not prematurely, but I'm going to say this, is that this shred, and I believe in the next ones, we're going to have more structured exercise opportunities virtually for our shredders. So I'm excited about the opportunity that's coming. So we're going to ask you to exercise at least 3 to 4 days out of the 10. We want you to drink enough water so that your urine is clear. Because sometimes people get confused. Well, should I drink half my body weight? Should I drink how many ounces? Like, how much should I drink? Enough so that your urine is clear. A question might come up and say, well, I'm taking certain medications and they make my urine green. And I would say that whatever medication you're taking, continue to drink it as the water until your urine is clear or very, very faint yellow. So that is possible. That means you got to keep drinking the water. We want you to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. And we want you to add in 1 to 2 of the Juice Plus shakes per day. And I'll explain a little bit more about that. But when you are adding that, you are adding macronutrition. So you're getting your fat, your fiber, and your carbs, and you're using it as a full meal. So it keeps you full for 4 hours. And then we recommend that you also add in the Juice Plus fruits, vegetables, berries as a chewable or a capsule. That is your micronutrition. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So with the Shred 10, you're removing all of the things that I mentioned, and you're flooding your body with really, really powerful micronutrition. So we'll talk a little bit more. But a protocol. A lot of people are doing intermittent fasting, and they want to know, can we do intermittent fasting with the Shred? And the answer is yes. So with intermittent fasting, for those of you who don't know what it is that you are eating for a period of time and then you're fasting for a period of time. So the most popular format is 16-8. So you're fasting for 16 hours a day and you're eating within an 8-hour window. And so all of the shredders who want to do intermittent fasting will make sure that you have a menu and a guide to make sure that you can function within that structure. At the end, I want to make sure if you have questions that you answer that, but you certainly can intermittent fast along with the Shred. We're doing this together. Our community is lovely. I think that we're just really supportive and honest, and we're there to lift you up and inspire you and all those good things. So we do this together, and our next Shred starts December the 9th. I have all kinds of technology, calling me. December the 9th through December the 18th. And that is our, why is it say loading? Oh my goodness. Okay, that is our Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving Shred. So we've consumed all of whatever we've enjoyed, and now it's time for us to get that off. And this Shred is a wonderful protocol because it misses, after the holidays, we're shredding again. We have a private Facebook group for those of you who are on Facebook. That's where the majority of us are, keeping each other accountable. However, I know not everyone has Facebook. Your individual Shred leader will provide you with another option to keep accountable. Some people do it via text, but the group in its entirety, or the larger portion of our group, we are in on Facebook, keeping each other accountable. And I mentioned, if you don't have Facebook, what the other options are. So as a participant of the Shred, this is what you're going to receive. You are going to receive your 10-day guide. So it takes the guesswork out of what to eat, what should I not eat, all of that. So we're going to sketch it out, for breakfast, for lunch. We can sketch it all out for you. After also, so you do your 10 days, and we know 10 days is just a jump start. And so after the 10 days, we don't want to leave you hanging. After that, you will receive a full meal plan, 4 weeks worth of structured meals to take you between the Shreds. So sometimes we have 3 weeks between the Shreds, sometimes 4, but that meal plan is the meal plan that Necessary Nutrition has used for over 11 years to help people get pounds off and balance their blood sugar and balance their nutrition. So we want to give you a real good guide. In that guide, no matter what your dietary needs are, there's options for vegans, for vegetarians, for pescatarians, meat eat, whatever it is. the guide is there to guide you. And that is a bonus for you as a shredder. You get a digital recipe book. Again, our private support Facebook accountability group, your Shred 10 success guide. And then when you do the shred, you're going to receive at the minimum your complete protein, which is the meal replacement that you have to do the shred. So as soon as you commit to doing the shred, you're going to receive all of this, and then your protein is included in the shred as well. And I'll explain just that in a minute. So let me give you an example of the meal plan. Your first meal, we're recommending that you do the complete shake. You can do it as a smoothie, or you can just do it with almond milk or water. Let's say for whatever reason, that's not your first meal of the day, then you can have an option. Let's assume you eat eggs. Maybe you don't. There's other options, but I just wanted to give you a couple. So you could do eggs and oatmeal, or a snack could be turkey breast or hummus and vegetables. For lunch, it would be either your Juice Plus shake again, which again keeps you full, or a big salad. You're going to do the shake once or twice a day. So it just depends. Optimal, it's twice a day, but you can play around with that. And your dinner, it's up to you. Chicken, fish, turkey, tofu, whatever you want to do, with a cup of veggies and a half of a cup of rice or plantains or sweet potatoes, quinoa. Even corn tortillas are legal on the shred. We always have like Taco Tuesday during the shred, and people get excited because yes, corn tortillas is not gluten. And so what you need to participate is you must have the Juice Plus complete. You can't do the shred without it, because that's a key component of the shred. We highly recommend the Juice Plus fruits, vegetables, and berries. We'll tell you why, and I'll repeat this. You must have the complete to participate. We highly recommend the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, because we know that when you're using them, you're flooding your body with that micronutrition. And we also know that the results are more pronounced when our shredders are doing both, but you don't have to. You should, but you don't have to. And then you want to bring your own personal commitment to yourself, because the shred gets, the 10 days, sometimes you want things that are not on the shred, and you got to be dedicated to doing it. A little bit more about the complete is it's not just a protein shake. It's whole foods. It has carbs. It has your everything that you need, fiber, which is very important, and it's there designed to keep you full. The fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, they can be taken as a capsule or a chewable, and it's backed by science. I would say this, when I first heard about the fruits and vegetables in a capsule, as a nutritionist, my first thing was just eat your fruits and vegetables, or yeah, right. But over time, reading all the research and just seeing what was happening in my own body and countless others sending me messages every day, I knew that this was part of my number one recommendation. And I stand behind it wholeheartedly. I know that it works. Because I would say to you, imagine what would happen to you if you flooded your body with 30 raw fruits and vegetables every day. Like, what do you think would happen? And it's cheaper than juicing. If you have a child, that child up to 18 years old can receive a supply of the Juice Plus capsules or chewables for free as a part of the Children's Health Study. So that is awesome. Juice Plus is not a vitamin. It's in a capsule, but people see it and they call it a vitamin, and I always want to be, no, it's not a vitamin. It's food. It has a nutrition label. It has the pits, the peel, the seeds. It's vine ripened. Like everything that's in that fruit, an orange, the whole, everything is in there. The water is taken out. It's turned into a powder and it's put into the capsule. So it is food. So what could you expect from taking the plant powders or doing the shred? I'm going to have a couple people share that with you. Let me see if any of my, Dr. Bernetta, are you here?
I am.
Okay, Dr. Bernetta, can you share your experience with taking the plant powders and then your experience with the shred?
Okay, and I'll open up my video. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Bernetta, and I have been using Juice Plus now since the beginning of this year. I can't believe it's almost a year. And I learned about the plant powders from Miss Robin
Who's frozen? She's frozen.
at anything, you know, in capsule form and in gummies. And I said, yeah, okay, that's for cute. Thanks a lot. But about a year after I heard about them, I found out that my blood levels weren't as level as I thought they were, as level as I would want them to be. And so when I spoke to my doctor about this, his suggestion to me was to get more fruits and vegetables in. And of course, Robin was the first person that I called. And honestly, within 30 days, now that's not the norm. So I do hurry up and tell people that's not the norm. But within 30 days, I saw a dramatic difference in my blood work. And so, of course, after that, I was sold. Now, I hadn't used the protein powders just yet, but because I'm the kind of person I am, I'm either all in or not. And so, of course, I questioned about those and got those. And I started a shred not long after. I actually got a whole group of my friends to do the shred. And together, I think our team lost 41 pounds together. I don't think I ever shared that with you, Robin,
No.
but we had a whole group team that was losing, that was on the shred, and the whole team lost about 40. It was a little over 40 pounds. The cool part was that the group that was using the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, that's the most benefit. I mean, they were able to really stick in with the shred all 10 days. And I have done the shred ever since throughout the year. December will be my last one this for the year. And I have just seen a dramatic difference today. So every month I notice something new. Today, my eyelash, and I'm all excited because I have on mascara today. But there's a great number of benefits that I've enjoyed. The first one was that I was able to sleep through the night. Those macronutrients really helped my body get balanced so that I could sleep. And then, of course, with better sleep, you get great energy. And, of course, you guys know the rest.
Awesome.
So that's my story.
Thank you. A question came in is how many of, if you're taking the fruits and vegetables and berries, how many do you take? So you take 2 of each. So 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, 2 berries, or 2 fruits, 2 fruits, 2 vegetables. So 2 of each. Now, this is what I discovered after doing this for a long time, is that I'm happier when I put my capsules in my smoothie. You don't even have to open them up. You just throw them in your smoothie or your complete and blend them up and drink it. So you don't have to think, oh, I'm taking these capsules and I'm drinking this smoothie. It goes all together if you're taking the capsules. If you're taking the chewables, you're taking 4 of each. So 4 fruits, 4 vegetables, 4 berries. So capsules, 2 of each. The chewables, you're taking 4 of each. The capsules are easy when you just throw them in your smoothie and you don't have to think about it again. So that's a question that came up, so I want to make sure that I answer that. I know that there's some other shredders on. Is there any other shredder that's willing to pop on and share their shred story? Because I can't see everybody that's on, but we'd love to hear. Let me know if you want to come on. I can tell you this about me. So I'm the nutritionist, right? So I eat well, but I also eat whatever everybody else eats, and I'm, hot Cheetos and peach cobbler and all that stuff. So doing the shred for me every month, it helps me to, a couple of things. It helps me to keep my stomach from being a big old stomach, and it keeps me really, really focused because I know that it's coming. But for my own body, by flooding my body with the plant powders, my gums used to bleed, and I used to have, when they would count like the inches of I don't even know what the dentist used to do, like you would have pockets of 1s and 2s and 3s, whatever the case may be. All of that started to change with the Juice Plus. So I didn't have the inflammation in my gums anymore. My hair grows like crazy. Like my hair is, and this is real hair, y'all. Like it grows really long. My nails, I used to wear fake nails. I used to put Visine in my eyes every day. I don't do that anymore. And I used to have the dry patch on my forehead. And this is me as a nutritionist eating well and having added the Juice Plus in my body. That is what happened to me. And it actually took me a while to notice. Some people notice things right away. It actually took me a while to notice, but it's been powerful. And that's what I recommend to everybody, actually, because it just works. So here's how to ensure this works and your goals stick. This, doing Shred 10 or anything else, is you want to make a real commitment. Like, why do this if you're not going to do it, right? You can do anything for 10 days. And when you commit to something, you're putting your time and your money in it. And to have a goal stick, you want to have a plan, step by step, day by day, 1, 2, 3. And I know this, when we fail to plan, we plan to fail. That's the truth, y'all. And so we want it to be very much mapped out for you, so that it takes the guesswork out of what do I do? What do I eat? And then your why. Why are you doing this? Now, your goal might be, my stomach hurt after Thanksgiving and I'm doing this because I want to feel better. Or, I want to get pounds off, or I want to reduce inflammation. Whatever it is, have your why and be committed to it. And accountability is important. Somebody has to be looking for you, right? You're doing this and we have to say, hey, Victoria, we haven't heard from you. Where are you? Are you there? So with our shred leaders, we encourage them, we urge them to look out for their shredders and make sure that they're keeping them accountable. And then your surroundings must change. So here's the deal. Let's keep it real. People do programs and they do diets and they do all of these things, but it's very difficult. Let's say you are the only one in your household doing anything, right? Let's say you're eating your salmon and broccoli and everybody else is eating chicken and pizza, chicken wings and pizza. They're not going to ask you for any of your broccoli and salmon, but you might want to dip your hands in their pizza and their little chicken wings. So we want you to create an environment that is conducive to what you're doing. And in doing so, bringing your family and your friends along with you when you shred gives you armor, right? Because if y'all are all doing the same thing, you're all on the same page, and it makes you that much more successful because you've built a community. The other thing with the shred community is we are a community, and once you become a part of it, every month we're looking for you and you're looking for us. It's like, oh, we're excited every month to come back together and shred. So whatever you're doing, whatever goal you have with your health, your wellness, your mindset, you want to have the surroundings to mirror what it is that you want to achieve. So I'm going to review it again, how the shred works. For 10 days, that's removing gluten. So what is gluten? That's the protein in wheat. That's bread, pasta, cereal. That is cookies, cakes. The other question people have is, well, okay, if I'm not doing gluten, can I replace it with gluten-free? Like if I'm not doing bread, can I do gluten-free bread? So we're just trying to have you not do a lot of processed foods. The more you stick to the guidelines, the cleaner your body will be, and the more you will see the difference in everything. So I give the best practices, and then people do what they want a lot of the time. But if you stick with the least amount of processed foods during this 10 days, you're going to see the most amount of results. Dairy, that would be butter, cheese, yogurt, milk, just for 10 days. The other question is, well, what about creamer in my coffee? So if that's dairy, then just pull it out of there for those 10 days. Caffeine, we're just reducing that or removing it if you can. Alcohol, self-explanatory. Processed foods, and so that's everything in a package, basically. We want you as much as you can to prepare your own meals. Now, I know that maybe you have you're going out to eat for whatever reason. And so it's not a crime to go out to eat while you're on the shred. Just you want to stick to the shred guidelines while you're out eating. And then the sugar, so we're taking out all refined sugars. So, and sugar is in a lot of things. Sugar's in salad dressing. Sugar is it's just in everything. I mean, it tastes so good. So with the complete shake, it actually has sugar in it, but it's natural sugar. So it's not refined sugar. And it's the same type of sugar that you would find in an apple. So when you make that smoothie, my favorite one is banana, almond butter, and I throw my capsules in there with some water or almond milk, and it's just like dessert. And then others do vanilla with just all these creations. So you can get by with that, without that. And then the exercise 3 to 4 days a week. We're gonna have prayerfully some of our team members leading us and giving us a snippet of what we can do during. We're gonna have maybe hopefully some online things that you can do wherever you are and get your exercise in. Enough water so your urine is clear. 7 to 8 hours of sleep, because we want your body to rest. Going back to, I missed one of the bullet points is you're going to stop eating after 6:37 because you want to give your digestive system a time to just chill and your body to sleep. Remember, we want mind, body, and spirit and all that. We want you to all that to be all in that for 10 days. Your shakes, 1 to 2 shakes per day, and then your juice plus fruits, vegetables as a chewable or gummy is what we recommend that you do for the 10 days. The plan, the Shred 10 includes your meal plans, recipe books, our community, and all the resources that you need to be successful. There's so many different Shred leaders. We have, holistic doctors and coaches and nutritionists and just a wide variety of experts here to support you and answer questions. And that's our goal and our desire. There's a couple of other things that I want you to know. It starts December the 9th and goes through the 18th. And so it's important that you have enough time to get your products and play around with them. So ideally, you would get your order in by the 30th of November, but your Shred leader can tell you if there's any leeway with that. But we just want to make sure you have everything and that you're prepared. We start on the 9th, but we want you to be prepared. And then we have a pre-Shred meeting the Thursday before. We have 2 of them, the Thursday or the Saturday before. So we come together as Shredders, those of us that are committed to Shred, review the meal plan again, go over questions. We just want to make sure that everyone has a good jump start to the Shred. So we have a pre-Shred meeting and a post-Shred meeting for all of the Shredders. After the 10 days, so we have our post-Shred meeting after the 10 days, but we walk you through how to use that full nutrition plan that you will get after the 10 days. And then we get prepared to do it again. So it's a 10-day jump start, right? And so after the 10 days, we hope that you will see the difference in your body and that you're inspired to keep going, because that's what we want. We want you to see what your body does in 10 days so you can keep that going. Because we like to say it's a jump start, a 10-day jump start to a 4-month period of education. So you'll have enough supplies to do your Shred multiple times. So you'll have enough complete the shakes. You can have enough to do that multiple times, enough the capsules to do that multiple times. So you need your complete to do it, Juice Plus Complete. The fruits and the vegetables and the berries we recommend. You can discuss that with your Shred leader. And once you sign up for the Shred, if you do it tonight, we're going to send you the meal plan right now, the full meal plan, so you can see and you can get prepared and get a jump start. We know that, the holiday is this week, but you can still, some of us are ready to get started. And you can start the Shred for as low as $36. For as low as $36. So talk to your Shred leader about that. The Juice Plus comes in a 4-month supply, so it's going to last you 4 months. And you take that even after the Shred, because you still want to flood your body with whole food nutrition. So your Juice Plus, when you get it, it's going to last you 4 full months, and that's 4 full months of you taking it daily. Your Complete is going to last you 60 servings. Now, that 60 servings, depending on how you use 60 servings, that's how long it's going to last you. So if you only do 1 shake a day and you only do your shakes during the Shred, it's going to last you, 4 months, 4 times. If you do 2 shakes a day, then, so it's 60 servings, no matter how you do it. but everything is broken into 4 payments for whatever, it's 4 payments of whatever it is. So you can start the shred for as low as $36, which means for that $36, it's 4 payments of $36, and you're going to have your complete protein. And again, your shred leader can go into the rest of the details as to what your shred package will be when you add the fruits, vegetables, and berries, which I do recommend. Again, December 9th through the 18th. That is when we start. And to get started, and then I will open it up for questions, contact the person that invited you here. They have all the details. They can get you started. Again, as soon as you make that commitment, we're going to send you a welcome email. And the welcome email is going to give you the dates of the pre-shred meeting. It's also going to give you the nutrition plan, the full one, and then the 10-day sketch, so you can get started. And I'm always available, as well as all of the other health professionals, to answer questions, because we get private, people, some things you don't want to post in the group, but you have a question, we're always here if you need to sideline us and ask questions. So that is what I have to say. Thank you for being here and being, I think, patient. My phone rang and all kinds of stuff. So let me answer any questions that you all may have. And if you're shy, you can type in the question. If you need some clarity, you can unmute yourself and talk, but definitely want to make sure that you get your questions answered. Any questions? Yes, no, maybe so. Going once.
Here's a good question, Miss Robin.
Okay.
What can I do while I'm waiting? If I'm a new shredder, what can I do while I'm waiting for my product to get here to kind of get myself ready?
I'm gonna let you answer that. How about that? Can you answer it?
No fair.
I know. Well, good question. Answer it. I know you know the answer.
Well, because I'm such a prep girl, and I think part of the success of the shred is the whole prep. So while you're waiting, a great thing that you can start doing is thinking through the foods that you know you need to get rid of during the shred, and maybe start eliminating those things out of your life. So get them out of your cabinets, out of your trunk, out of your desk drawers, and then really look at those days of the shred and start thinking through what's going to be happening during that shred time, so you can really sort of get your mind wrapped around it. But I always want to recommend that people start really thinking through their why. So that's the third thing. So you can get rid of all the stuff you already know you need to get rid of. Start embracing some of the foods that you know, because you're going to get a hold of the guidelines, the guidebook, the meal plan right away. As soon as you order your product, you will have all of those materials in your hand. So I want to recommend you start looking at those things. But the biggest thing is to write down at least 3 reasons why you know you want to do this, why you know you need to do this, and start really thinking on those things so you can get your mind ready, because the shred is challenging, but it's so good for you that you're going to be glad you did it. So there you go.
And it's a way to detoxify the body. And I really say this again, being that the Thanksgiving holiday is coming up. This is a real timely thing to do. real timely after it. So yeah, we hope to see you all. We have a good time, and it's inspiring. And I think we have shredders all across the country. And so not only we make friends with people all over, because everybody, I always say this with the whole food and nutrition, all of us are trying, like we're riding mechanical bull, trying to live our best lives, and somebody bringing donuts and it throws us off, and we're trying to get back on, and that's the journey. But when you have a community that's consistent, then that's really helpful for that mechanical bull ride called life. So anywho, don't want to keep anybody longer than we want to keep you. So have a good night. Eat well, think well, and be well. I'm sending love and blessings. This is Robin, your nutrition expert, or one of them. And I'm glad that you were here. Take care, and contact the person that invited you, and they will take care of you. All right, and we'll see you. We'll see you on the other side.
Thanks, Robin.